And again, state your name and if you're a city resident.
I guess social distances always work with me. Anybody else? No. Okay. My name is Martin Hyde. I do live in the city. JFK famously said in his inauguration address, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. I think we can paraphrase this in our current situation to ask not what Sarasota is doing for me, but ask what I can do for Sarasota. Obviously, we can all listen to the CDC and wash our hands at every opportunity. There are other practical things we can do that will help Sarasota get through this, including shopping locally, tipping more generously to help our service industry neighbours, and when this passes, hiring local people to provide us with goods and services. For those that can, please make a donation to a local charity that helps with urgent local needs such as food or housing. Here's my donation to the Mayor's Feed the Hungry program of $500, which I was going to use on my campaign, but I think feeding local people is a little more important. Current local employers need to be flexible with their staff who have kids at home due to the schools being closed. As neighbours, we can offer to look after people's kids for those that have to go to work. We can replace watching sports and going to public events for now with forgotten pastimes like handwriting a letter to a friend, just don't lick the stamp. It's spring here in Florida, so some old-fashioned spring cleaning will not only reduce clutter, but potentially you'll find items you thought were lost forever. Globally, we've survived the Great Depression and 2 World Wars. Nationally, we got through Pearl Harbor and 9/11. Locally, we've lived through countless hurricanes. Some of us have even managed to drive from St. Armand's to downtown in peak time seasonal traffic. Most of us have had times in our lives where things look bad, but for the most part, things are never quite as good or as bad as they seem. So per Kipling's famous poem, If, we should look at triumph and disaster and treat both imposters the same. Whether the current circumstances present themselves for a couple of weeks or a little longer, it's important to remember the ancient saying that this too shall pass. Those of us who have the years behind us to know how this will turn out have a responsibility to those that are younger or a little less optimistic to tell them that in time, Sarasotans will know that they took the worst Mother Nature had to throw at us and came out not only just fine, but stronger for the experience.